Hey folks, Dolph Van Dale here, and I'm here with a last minute contest entry. So this is for the channel, two for the trunk. He's asking for our best vinyl purchase for 2023. I've got some information to unpack, so I'm going to just dive straight into this entry. As most people know, my favorite artist is Russ Taff. That's his debut solo album behind me. 3-time Gospel Hall of Famer. I believe he has somewhere around 16 Dove Awards and a half dozen Grammys, including a Grammy for this album, his debut. He got his big break with the Imperials, which famous gospel vocal group, one that had even worked with Elvis. But as they come up through the 70s, when they got Russ, they kind of went more what was being fashioned as contemporary Christian. So it was more pop oriented. Russ, it was going to the Imperials was a big thing because the Imperials were so huge, and it was kind of like, for the Imperials, it was kind of like drafting Michael Jordan. Russ, in my opinion, Russ is the greatest vocalist on the planet. And I know that's very subjective, but I'll put some links to some of his songs in the description. Listen to them. The man sings with such passion. And man, even if you're not really into gospel music, I would have to think that you'd be able to appreciate his artistry. Let me get into what I've got here. Before the Imperials, he was in his own band with James Holohan, who would then play guitar for him during his solo outings. So while Russ was with Sounds of Joy, he put out 3 albums. And these albums are rare. They're hard to find. I mean, super hard to find. The first album I got was the first one. And I got it in a silent auction. I didn't know it existed till the day before I got it in the silent auction. It came out of Russ's own collection. It was either 2017 or 2018, and a hurricane that hit Texas, and they were trying to raise some money to help out Mark Lowry's church. So, I had some extra money. I won it. And when Russ handed this to me, he said, "You might be one of 2 people that have this album." I don't think that's a scientific hard answer, but he's probably not far off. But it is cool to have an album out of Russ's collection, autographed by him. Yeah, and this is kind of psych rock, and Russ is right here. The second album is probably a little easier to get a hold of, but even it's not super easy, and that's this album, YHWH. It's based on the name Yahweh that's not supposed to have consonants, and it's supposed to be unpronounceable. This is actually the back with Sounds of Joy. But the big purchase for me this year, I didn't think I'd ever get this, but I'll tell you a secret. I get updates from eBay every day, and this one popped up. Sounds of Joy, Sharon. This was the last album. The reason Russ is not on the cover is because he was leaving for the Imperials, and he thought the new singer should be on the cover. And, I'll live with this because I didn't think I was going to find this. It popped up for about $50 on eBay, and I bought it immediately. So I got to go. And we'll see you soon. And until then, peace.